explore these ideas before you negotiate. We're going to have some discussions of what the boundaries are, what's going to be on the table. And the absence of even a willingness to put money on the table to make that happen makes me pessimistic that all we can say is, if we push hard enough, if we yell loud enough and insist long enough, people will sit down and start negotiating in an unbounded, everything on the table manner. I don't see evidence that that's going to happen. I'm now gray enough and wide enough in the waist to have been around when the fish stocks agreement was negotiated. I hadn't reached a point in my career where I was in the room doing it, but I certainly was the next level of support and have talked at length with people who were helping to negotiate the fish stocks. And part of what gave the countries the confidence to do it is the groundwork that had been laid, not by one group trying to make a case for one outcome, but a broad range of perspectives which said, not prejudging what the outcome should be. Here is the nature of what's likely to be being talked about, the types of things which will have to be resolved. And with that framework already delineated, then the countries would say, okay, we've got some idea of what we're putting at risk when we sit down to start this negotiation. What we're going to have to give up to some other body, and what we're going to have to pay to make that body work. And I think we could do a lot to create that security if we found some partnerships, not of like-minded people who are trying to make a case to get a particular outcome, but the range of perspectives from those that are very reluctant and cautious still that an implementing agreement is the only possible solution to the problems of governance on the high seas. And some people who clearly believe it is the only possible solution to the problems we all acknowledge exist with governance on the high seas. There's work that can be done if there's a constructive willingness to bridge rather than a determination to win, to get the ground a lot more fertile so those seeds can grow and we can get the people sitting down and negotiating something where we can be a little clearer about what that something is other than the future of the planet.
Okay. How do you stop? All right, well, I'll speak out of both sides of my mouth. I'm not sure if that's an appropriate term. I'm with you that I think we do need to get around the table and start hammering out what are the various options for going forward in a very concrete and practical format. And I have been disappointed in what's been going on at the UN working groups, where they spend 3 of the 5 days behind closed doors discussing the format for their future workshops. And future workshops, in terms of records that they agreed in those 3 days and the 5 of the UN working group, are basically unworkable. They're not addressing the real questions that I hear you asking.
And you know why. You know what's going on behind those closed doors.
We know,
And
we're not in the room.
Sorry, and you know exactly what's going on behind those closed doors.
No, we don't.
But it has almost nothing to do with ocean governance.
And that's why a broader forum where you do have the give and take, as you have here, as you could have a workshop that was really dedicated and focused with people bringing their existing knowledge and their biases, but also their, to create a common vision of what is the end goal and how are you going to get there and what does it take. The Long Sea Convention had a parallel process. The Long Sea Institute, funded by the United States government, created a series of meetings to bring Russia, Soviet Union at the time, and the United States together in Hawaii so they could talk out of bounds of the United States, out of the United Nations, in order to prevent Cold War. We need the governments to see this as an important enough venture that they're willing to put the same sort of resources in there so we don't have So there is real need for substance. I think the conservation community, the legal community, the think tanks are putting a lot of effort into this. We do need a place to come together.
Yeah, I agree with Jay. I think we need to sit down, but it can't just be, I believe the BBNJ process is flawed. It's deeply flawed. And for it to be a conservationist in the back of the room, we're not allowed to speak, maybe you can get a message to a government, maybe we can Skype somebody and find out what's going on behind closed doors, is not the way to work. Now, there needs to be another way of doing it, another way of doing workshops. Christina's right. The government spent 3 days coming up with terms of reference for workshops, which are beyond horrible. And then they're not going to really be workshops. There are going to be 6 people in a panel, each giving a talk, and there'll be 30 seconds for questions. And that's not how to get at what you're talking about. And I agree that the community needs to get at what you're talking about. And governments do need to understand, what are you talking about? What does this mean? What could this look like? And it's not going to be solved in BBNJ. And it's not going to be solved if NGOs suddenly get together amongst ourselves, produce a draft treaty and say, here you go, what do you think? This is what it's about. But there needs to be another mechanism, and maybe even at the UN General Assembly deciding the BBNJ is dead, kill it. Let's come up with some different way of doing it that involves people across the world. It involves civil society attorneys, but it also involves people from island communities and island states, et cetera, to figure out where to go from here. I think we do have consensus that we have a problem. We do have a consensus that we need a solution. We just need to get from point A to point B.
I would just add as a last point that I don't think it's an unbounded situation. We have been talking about this at the UN for at least 6 years. We've talked over and over and over about the same issues. Marine natural resources, the lack of any mechanism to create high season and protect areas, and the lack of any mechanism to ensure the assessment of multiple human activities affecting the same environment. That is, I think, a pretty clear set of issues that have been repeatedly over and over and over again raised and discussed. So I understand your point about people not wanting to jump into a rule funding negotiation. I have a very clear understanding of what's there. On the other hand, I think the nuance of how those things work are the subject of negotiations. There are lots of mechanisms out there for achieving each of those things. That's where I think we really need to get down to it. But we have yet to see a willingness on the part of governments to go beyond workshops and discussions and more discussions year after year after year. And I think that's where we're hearing the frustration from countries and from NGOs who are frustrated with the lack of progress in any of those areas. Having said all that, I think many of the issues you raised are absolutely legitimate, and that we need to do a better job at least articulating how best to proceed here and moving forward. So, Adam,
Just a comment. At the age of listening to Sylvia Earle last year at Selfridge's event, I thought there was this global conspiracy theory. And I did biology at school, I went to university, been a mentor for 10 years, sort of a free-love environmentalist, like it, from frogs to you name it, ocean and everything. And I'm sitting there and I learned that 1 out of 2 birds come from the oceans. And I thought there was some sort of conspiracy theory that everyone was keeping this information from me. And talking today to Christina, this is the most underfunded area. And then listening to you now about the absolute incredulousness about how can anyone not see this and not do something about this? And people don't know. And you mentioned that no one put money down. Now I went to a 2-day philanthropist conference in Spain with some of the wealthiest families in the world, and everyone was presenting them what they do. There's not a word about the ocean. It is not even democratic government thing that actually people and governments, this mechanism works. You actually got to get the people to actually understand that oceans are important. And even if all you do is have a campaign about every other breath is from the ocean, that's all we all did for another year, just doing the show up and everything else, you actually got a much bigger impact than everything else. So I think it's almost like the secret that, I feel like I've come to the secret group and got the secret information that, you the only guys who know that we're dependent on the oceans. And the secrets are out in the forests and the species people. And I think there is money and there will be a movement around this because it is the no-brainer. And people, I think, do have brains. I've still got that hope. And I still, despite what you see every day, what's happening with governments and all the rest of it, the mechanism still exists. So I think the real message, get them a simple, basic message out there. And then that's all we can do. But, it's all lot of stuff's news to me. And I'm the one looking for these. To imagine people go, I'm theoretically care, and I actually have to make such an effort to get this information.
Sure.
It's a short clarification.
But you need a microphone to do it. A short clarification.
Short clarification. Occasionally get that white light in your microphone and you realize afterwards it can come out right. My point was not that I don't think that I'm amazed that people don't understand. My point was that there's an extraordinary amount of evidence to show why it's necessary. You can do case studies all over the place about why you need a high seas road, the collapse of constructs around the North Atlantic, the value of tuna fisheries in the Pacific Ocean alone, what this means to island economies, what it means to industry in states both distant and coastal. My point, which I expressed very badly, and thank you for allowing me to clarify, it's not that I am amazed people don't understand. It's there is such a wealth of evidence available that I am looking for us to find a way to use that wealth of evidence to drive the political will, because there is so much information available to indicate that it is necessary to do it. But what surprises me is with that evidence available that we have any difficulty driving that.
I got that point. My point was like data, the tree forest, sound. This evidence is there. It's hard to actually get that evidence to people. My point is actually trying to find a mechanism to get that evidence, simplify the message, get it out there, and you actually will have a positive feedback loop that can actually make the difference.
Okay, great. Well, there's reason for hope about that. It wasn't long ago that Google came up with the concept, actually acquired Keyhole, a company that really was behind closed doors and enabled the delivery of a view of Earth from afar and the ability to layer various kinds of information on the company Esri with various layers that you can see what's happening in a stroke. It's the first time that that's been possible. Maybe if we had had that capacity to see all of the various interplay of factors that influence the way the world works and our impact on the way the world works. 50 years ago, we'd have a different world today because it's knowing that really makes possible the way forward in an informed way. We have been so blind about how we have been influencing the atmosphere, influencing the chemistry of the planet, influencing the diversity of life, but it's now for the first time that we have the power to connect the dots, to pull that information together, to make it public. So school kids, 10-year-olds can run around with information in their pocket that was not available to the most learned individuals 50 years ago, or even 10 years ago. The ability to dive into the ocean vicariously, that was launched in 2009 with the Ocean and Google Earth. Anybody can do it who has access to that technology, and that's a billion people at least out of the 7 billion people around today. What the critical mass is that it will take to get that word to the point where people just demand action because they see the problem. They don't have to be told, they can see it for themselves. They can fly around the world in ways that no one before the present time could. Everyone could be a vicarious astronaut. Everyone could dive into the sea, vicariously at least. Now we know. So I really sympathize with your plea for getting the word out. You're not alone in feeling that somebody's keeping these important issues from you. But at least now that information is available and it's getting better all the time. If you haven't visited the Liquid Galaxy display, here, I mean, it's right on this floor, in the corner there, the blue pavilion. You can immerse yourself in the ocean, something you couldn't do this time last year. Maybe in another year, we'll have other ways so that textbooks and classes won't be just books. There'll be visual displays that will communicate the issues. And once you get the critical mass of people who know, you can't hold it back. That's the best hope I have. That while the process right now does seem just frustrating, it is frustratingly ponderous.